Tasmania is no doubt a proud football state. It has a football history dating back to the 1860s, and Tasmania was actually the first state to play the game outside of Victoria. But Tasmania is yet to have their own team in Australia's National Footy League called the Australian Football League, even though they have been bidding since the 1990s. The Premier of Tasmania, Will Hodgman, is right behind the push for Tasmania to one day have a team of its own.
The reality is that for the next little while, the AFL have said we're not likely to get our own licence, so until such time we're locking in another deal with Hawthorn. We'll have a chat with North Melbourne about their future, and that gives us some time to work out a business case and a plan for our own team, which I think should be our ultimate goal.
The Chief Executive of AFL Tasmania, Scott Wade, believes working together on a plan is the priority.
I think at some stage we will get our own team. It's just making sure that we put a plan in place to eventually get that outcome. So that's the priority at the moment. The priority is let's work together on a plan.
Tasmania first proposed a bid for its own AFL team between 1994 and 1997. If successful, the bid would have involved a $30 million construction of a 30,000 capacity stadium at the Hobart Showgrounds in Glenorchy. However, the proposed bid was unsuccessful and the stadium was not built. In 2008, the government at the time entered another proposed bid. The bid involved a $4 million sponsorship from Mars. Saul Eslake, an Australian economist and a big advocator for a Tasmanian AFL team, was involved in the sponsorship deal.
Mars Incorporated, whose headquarters is in Virginia, United States, committed to sponsoring a Tasmanian team if one was allowed into the competition.
However, the AFL rejected the bid and expansion teams were created in Queensland and New South Wales.
The 2008 bid was in and around, not Tasmania actually asking for a team. It was more about Tasmania saying that we're ready to have a team whenever the AFL is ready for us to have a team.
Tasmania is a bright footy state. The state currently has over 12 footy leagues. One of them includes a statewide competition called the Tasmanian State League, which currently includes 10 clubs, 5 from the south, 3 from the north and 2 from the northwest of Tasmania.
But fundamentally the game's strong. We've got a really good introductory program in the AFL Auskick program. We've got plenty of young kids playing the game.
Currently in Tasmania, Hawthorn plays 4 games a year at Aurora Stadium and has just recently signed a new 5-year $19 million deal, which ends in 2021. While in Hobart, North Melbourne currently plays 3 home matches a year at Bellreeve Oval, also known as Blundstone Arena. The presence of Hawthorn and North Melbourne in Tasmania seems to help Tasmania's case to have their own team.
It's something that we are serious about, and it helps make the case, I think, that the AFL should return the favour and give us our own team.
But the reality is, while ever we stay with the current model, which is a team playing games in the north and a team playing games in the south, if we stay with that current model, we're never going to have a team of our own.
So, what are the reasons that suggest why Tasmania doesn't have its own team in this decade? The North-South divide is certainly one of those reasons suggested, and has been the main reason to why there isn't a team already.
I don't think there's any doubt that the infamous North-South divide is stopping Tasmania getting an AFL team. If Tasmania had been able to work together, we would have been probably when the national competition started, that went from the VFL to the AFL.
There are also reasons such as the financial side of things and how the team would be funded. It's most likely the team will need to be funded by mostly corporate support and not from the state government, even though it's been suggested the team would get lack of corporate support in Tasmania.
It could be a multinational company or one that's based in another state that provides their support for a Tasmanian team as well.
Collingwood is sponsored by Emirates, whose headquarters is in Dubai. Not Abbotsford or Collingwood, Adelaide is sponsored by Toyota, even though Toyota has no corporate presence in Adelaide, and so on.
With most Tasmanians already supporting a team that's currently already in the AFL, the question is, would a Tasmanian AFL team attract a good supporter base, and will the whole of Tasmania get behind it?
I think there'd be massive support for it. I think most Tasmanians, even if they've got allegiances to other clubs, would get right behind our own team, and I reckon there'd be people from other states who'd want to go for the Tassie team as well.
If we can legitimise it to be a team that all Tasmanians call ours, then I'm sure all Tasmanians will get behind it. Now that might not be a team that's actually based in Tasmania.
So what would Tasmania have to do to ensure a Tasmanian AFL team is created by the next decade? A created Tassie Footy Academy that would ensure players have the best opportunity to play in the AFL would be a crucial part of Tasmania's case and is a must.
But really the benefit of those programs is your connection and engagement and interaction with the community. So we absolutely need an AFL Club Academy program.
From an AFL Tasmania point of view, Scott Wade believes working together with the AFL Commission on relocating a team is a must if the AFL Commission wasn't prepared to increase the competition size. From a state government point of view, the Premier of Tasmania believes getting a good case and plan together is one of the things the government can be doing to ensure Tasmania has their own AFL team by the next decade.